Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I am Twan with Tommy's Girl Fit Life. And in this video, I'm going to share with you guys my meal prep for the week. One of the things that has helped me to be successful on my weight loss journey of losing 137 pounds is meal prepping. I kind of got away from it. And since this is the first week of the new year, my first work week of the new year, I decided to go ahead and execute my goal of meal prepping 5 days a week from Monday through Friday for my work week breakfast and lunches so that I can hit my goal of Wonderland. Yes, my goal this year is to get to 199 pounds. Yes, I am currently 260. So meal prepping is going to be one of the tools that I am going to use to help me get there. And I am going to share that with you guys and show you how you too can use meal prep as a tool to help you to reach your weight loss goal, your health goals for the year. So stick and stay and follow me as I show you quick meal preps for the week. Every breath I take, every step I choose, I'm building strength from the inside out. Stronger than yesterday, health in my veins, I'm on my way. I don't rush the process, I respect it because discipline runs in my bloodline. Guided by legacy, rooted in purpose. This body, this mind, I honor the work in it. This is more than fitness. This is how I live. Tommy's Girl Fit Life. I rise, I heal, I elevate, stronger, healthier, guided by legacy. First things first. So this week, you guys, I am going to be prepping my meals for lunch first. And here I have 4 pieces of salmon. And I have 20 large shrimp. Now, I'm going to be prepping 5 days for me. And I'm going to be prepping for my husband as well. Yes, I'm going to be prepping for my husband. My husband, he only allows me to prep at least 2 meals a week for him. So you will see that I'm going to use this. The shrimp will be 2 meals. And then this salmon here will be 2 meals for my husband and 2 meals for myself. So here I'm going to show you 4 meals that I'm going to be prepping because I currently have some other items already in my freezer that I had pre-prepped already, so I will be using one of those for my 5th meal for the week. So, and for my vegetables, I am going to use Caribbean blend, frozen style vegetables, and I'm going to use these eggplant cutlets that I purchased from Aldi. I've never had these before from Aldi. This is my first time trying them, so we'll see how it goes. And they're seasoned already, so I don't have to do anything but just add a little bit of tomato sauce to it, and that's it. Okay, so let's go ahead and we get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some olive oil and I'm going to spray this pan. I've already started to preheat my oven to 400 degrees. So I'm going to open up the eggplant cutlets. Oops. And I'm going to place them here on the bacon sheet. I'm going to put the whole pack on here. When I look at the box says there's about 5 servings. I'm like, how? There's only like 8 pieces in a box. How is it 5 servings? Yeah, weird, right? But we're going to see. So there's 9 cutlets. There's 9 cutlets in the box. So I'm going to put them here on the bacon sheet like so. I probably should have used a larger baking sheet, but it's okay. And according to the instructions, it says pop them in the oven for 13 minutes. Okay, so in the oven they go. So I'm gonna take the olive oil spray and I'm gonna spray the bottom of the pan. I am going to add the frozen vegetables onto the pan. We'll put enough on here for 4 servings. 1, 2, looks about 4 servings. I just kind of eyeball it. It's okay if I cook a little extra because I don't measure for my husband. I only measure for me. But this should be about right. And so then the next thing I do is I take the olive oil spray and I drizzle some more spray on top. Like so. And then this right here is a seasoned blend that I make myself with like onion powder, garlic powder. I have a video up if you would like to see how I make my own complete seasoning. And I just sprinkle some of that on here. And this does not have any MSG or sodium. No salt at all in this seasoned blend. And I just add that to my vegetables. Now my husband, he will lightly salt his when he get ready to eat. But I won't add any salt to mine. And I'm gonna go ahead and place that in the oven along with my eggplant cutlets. Shrimp, I am just gonna take my seasoning here and I'm gonna put it on the shrimp. Nothing extra, just the regular seasoning. And I'm gonna mix it up. Put it on it real good. Like so. Just make sure they all on it. Okay. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the salmon. I'm just not gonna put a lot of it on the salmon like I did the shrimp because I'm going to be adding some of this Kinder's lemon, butter, garlic to it. Okay, now I'm going to add this Kinder's lemon, butter, garlic. I love, love, love this seasoning. I'm going to add this to it and that will be it. This seasoning smells so good, you guys. And it tastes so good. Make sure that's coated really well. So now I'm gonna take my air fryer out here. The air fryer pans. And I'm gonna try something a little different here. I purchased these pre-cut aluminum things from Sam's Club and I've never used them before. And I was thinking to use these instead of those paper sheets that I usually put inside the pans of the air fryer. I was thinking maybe this would be a better choice because sometimes those paper ones, they start to burn and I don't want a house fire. So I saw these over the weekend when I went to Sam's Club and I was like, oh, I can start wrapping my breakfast sandwiches in the morning with these. And then I said, oh, I can also use them for the air fryer. So these are, and Sam's Club had these sheets in different sizes. These are the 12-inch ones. They had 9-inch as well. There we go. So I'm gonna layer that like so. And I have the small air fryer pans. There's two. So I can only put 2 pieces of salmon in one and 2 pieces in the other. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I have a plan to purchase a larger one next, sometime in the future, so I can cook more. But I love having the 2 pans because I can put vegetables. If I'm doing something small, like just say I'm doing dinner for my husband and I can put vegetables in one side and the meat in the other side. And they can cook at the same time. So I'm gonna take these and I'm going to add them in here, like so. 2 over here and 2 over here. And then I'm gonna take the olive oil spray and just spray some on top of both pans here. Just a little, that's all you need. And this is what they're looking like. And I'm gonna add them to the air fryer. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn it on and I wanna make sure I do both sides. So I'm gonna do match cook. So they could cook both at the same time. I'm gonna put it on air fry. I'm gonna keep it at 390 and I'm gonna put this at, I'm gonna do 15 minutes. And then we're gonna let those cook. Okay, so the air fryer has stopped at 15 minutes. And this is what we're looking like here. The recommendation is to cook it 13 to 17 minutes. So we're gonna stop right at 15. And that looks delicious, delicious, delicious. Let's take it out. So now that we've taken that out, I'm gonna go ahead and put another piece in here and add the shrimp. Like so. Then I'm gonna add the shrimp in here, you guys. And this is 20 shrimp. Just moving it all over. So I can get them all in there. Good thing about shrimp, you can squeeze them over. So you can put a lot in there. And I'm gonna place the shrimp in here. And I am going to put it on this side. We're not gonna match cook this time. I'm gonna put it on air fryer. And then I'm gonna put the shrimp on about, it don't take long. I think I'm gonna put like 7 minutes. Sometimes I do 5 minutes, sometimes I do 7 minutes. But we're gonna put it on 7. And then I'm just gonna check it at 5 minutes. And here is the shrimp. I ended up putting the shrimp on 5 more minutes so that it can get a little bit more crisp like I like it. All right, here we go. And besides, I cooked it on 390 instead of 400 like I normally do. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the eggplant. Now it says it's about 5 servings, right? In the container. So that means it's like 4 servings point something. So I'm just gonna round it off to 4. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take these and just place them in here like so. And I'm trying to take them so it can look evenly. So that's 4 pieces there. I'm taking 2 large and the 2 small. And then I'm going to cut this one in half. And what I did when I tracked this, I tracked it as 4 servings instead of 5 because it said about. And when they say that, they be off big time. So this is one reason why when I tell you I do not get upset or worry if I go over my caloric intake a little bit sometimes, or if I go under sometimes, because sometimes we don't always quite track accurately. So don't worry about that. Just use it as a measurement, as a average, so to speak. Okay, so I've placed that on there like that. Now you can choose to add tomato sauce to it, but I'm gonna use chunky salsa. And I've already tracked this meal, and I'm gonna take I tracked 2 tablespoons. So I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons on top. Like so. I was going to put them in a container at first, but I was like, nah, I'll just add them on top. There's no need of using those separate containers. So I'm going to add the salsa to it like so. And then I am going to take my shrimp and I'm going to add 10 shrimp to each container. Here, so you can see the shrimp, 10 shrimp to each container. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And because of the eggplant cutlets are breaded, that's gonna give me the carbs that I need to help me meet my carb goal. We have to have carbs, you guys. Do not be afraid to have carbs. So this is what those dishes look like. You can see it. And that meal right there, you guys, that gives me 483 calories, 18 grams of fat, 39.5 carbs. And I've already tracked the entire day, so I can't really give you the correct amount of fiber. Let me go out like this to give you the fiber. Let's see, fiber. 0.5 grams of fiber for the salsa. And then the eggplant is gonna give us 4. So 4.5 grams of fiber for this meal. So not a lot of fiber. But that is one reason why I try to go high in my fiber for my first meal of the day. Okay, so I'm gonna put those to the side, and now I am going to plate the salmon. So I'm gonna do my husband's first. My husband, I'm gonna do his first. His containers have the grayish tops, and mine have the red, so that way he won't get his meals mixed up with mine. Because it happens a lot, you guys. It happens a lot where he's thinking, oh, this is mine, but no, it was mine. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put his salmon in his two. And his salmon is the same as my salmon. There's no different, you guys. There's no different. I cook them the same. You know I cook them the same. And these are like 6 ounces. I'm gonna place his right here. And place his other one right here. Oops. And it broke. But that's okay. It's all gonna go down the same. It's okay that it broke. This is the brown jasmine rice with quinoa that I had previously cooked over the weekend. And since I had extra left, I said, well, we'll just have this for lunch. So I am going to give him a 1/2 cup. I'm gonna add it in there like so. And I'm gonna give myself a 1/2 cup. I'm saying myself, I mean my husband, because I'm fixing his first. So I am going to put a 1/2 cup in there, and now I'm going to get the vegetables. And my plates will be the same as his. I'm just going to drop his. I don't have to measure for him. I'm just going to drop it in there, but I measure for me for tracking purposes. Okay. I tracked a whole cup for myself, but once I get ready to put it in, then I'll adjust according to what I fixed. Like I said, I normally don't measure stuff with my husband, but I just did that with the rice. Since I was already scooping it with that, there was no need of me getting something else. And I like to use these glass containers because if I don't eat the meal, I can always put it in the freezer. These are freezer safe. And I get these off Amazon. If you're interested in ordering these, you can look in the links in the description box. Click on my Amazon store and purchase them. Okay, so now I'm gonna put my salmon. Some of these are right at 6 ounces. Some of the salmon are like 5.8 ounces, right under 6, or some a little over 6. So what I do, I just track them all at 6 ounces. That's the reason why I said sometimes we be off a little bit with our tracking. Because when I'm cooking, I don't have time to be trying to figure out, well, which one was 6 ounces? Which one was 6 ounces? Okay, so I'm gonna give myself a 1/2 cup. And another 1/2 cup. Okay, and because there's extra, as you can see, there's not even a whole 1/2 cup. I'm just gonna put a little bit here on my husband's and a little bit over here. My husband doesn't have as much carbs as he want, y'all, because he is not on a weight loss journey. He don't need to lose weight. So there it is. He can have the extra. And really, honestly, I can too. It's just that I'm trying to limit myself on the carbs. I track a cup of the vegetables, so I will be putting a whole cup in here for me. Okay, a cup. So, and there's a few extra pieces, so I'll just give them to my husband. I'll put a few over here, like so, and a few over here, like so. So really, I eyeballed it perfectly, right? All right. Okay, so these are my husband's, and then these right here are mine. I'll put mine over here together so you can see mine. And then his will go right here. I'm gonna give you guys a closer look. So here we have the salmon with the Caribbean style vegetables, the brown rice with quinoa. And these two are mine. I have a half a cup of the brown rice with quinoa, the 6 ounces of salmon, the 1 cup of Caribbean style vegetables. And here I have 10 air fried shrimp and the 2 portions, serving size, of the eggplant cutlets with 2 tablespoons of salsa. Now let me give you the caloric value for the salmon. Let's see. So for the salmon meal, for mine, not my husband's, because this is a little bit more than mine. For mine, we have 465 calories, 37.4 grams of protein, 23.1 grams of fat, 20.6 carbs. And then for fiber, we have, let's see, the vegetables for fiber is 2. The brown rice with quinoa, the fiber is 0.9. So that's like 3 grams of fiber. Again, it's not a lot of fiber. However, I go heavy with my fiber for my breakfast. Now I'm going to share with you what I'll be having for breakfast. So for breakfast, I try to keep it kind of simple. But let me go ahead and show you what I'll be having for breakfast this week. I will be having a Catalina cereal with my Fairlife milk for breakfast with a small banana 2 days this week. Okay, and then 1 day this week, I am gonna have a cinnamon and raisin Sola bagel toasted with 2 tablespoons of Better Goods peach nutmeg and vanilla flavor fruit spread. Along with this, I will be making my profi. And then 2 days, I'm gonna have everything bagel for breakfast with a half cup of egg white, a tablespoon of this chive and onion spread, and a slice of Velveeta cheese, original cheese, along with my profi. So breakfast, I kind of keep it simple, and I kind of do some of the same things for breakfast. With that being said, if you're interested in seeing my breakfast once I put them together, I will show you guys in another video. How about that? Because normally what I do, I fix them and I show them in a video what I call Pack My Bag With Me. Those videos I show you guys as I'm fixing my breakfast and as I'm packing my lunch bag for that day to take to work. So I will share that with you in another video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this meal prep. I kept it simple with simple ingredients that you can purchase and make your own. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below and let me know what are your choice of seasonings that you use when you make your salmon or your shrimp. All right, you guys, thanks so much for joining Tommy's Girl Fit Life. I look forward to seeing you guys in the comment section. Comment down below and let me know, how often do you meal prep? And when you meal prep, how many days a week do you meal prep for? All right, thanks so much. Have a nice day.